Thank you, Speaker. I welcome the opportunity to talk about affordability because I think that we have a very fundamentally different view of what makes life affordable. You know, affordability isn't just about cutting taxes, but because in fact that's actually what's hurt people in the city. Affordability means that households are paying the cost of having dirty streets, of not having services. Employers are paying the cost of not having a good workforce because people can't live here and they can't get around here. Workers can't live here and workers can't get around here. There is a serious cost, an economic cost, to having a city that doesn't work for us. We went through an election in which every candidate, or most candidates anyway, acknowledged the fact that the days of reviving the notion of core services is over. It's as dated as the Gravy River that never ran through this place. Because what we do in the City of Toronto, what we do in municipalities is actually meet the needs of the public. And that is how we do it because we pay taxes. So when we talk about, for example, taking $92 million to incentivize the purchasing of homes, we're not talking about, oh, you know, we're getting it from here and there. We're talking about not meeting the urgent and delayed needs of the people that are stuck on trains, that are stuck on the street, that are not getting the help that they need. And you know what's really at the root of affordability? It's not that we're spending money like drunken sailors here. It's a fact that we have low wages and expensive housing. You know, it takes $40 an hour to be able to live in the City of Toronto if you're one person. And in October, we're raising the minimum wage in Ontario to $16.50. That's affordability. If you care about affordability, you should focus on that. You know, let's talk about services. People that can't pay their rent, people that can't get around on transit are going to food banks. Those people need services. That's what's hitting us here in the City of Toronto. And we are talking about and contemplating the notion that we would even look at cutting those services. That's going to undermine and destroy the affordability, the lifeblood, and the lifeline of so many people. This is the most unequal city in Canada. We have the largest raw numbers of child poverty. This is the only province in Canada where municipalities are expected to deliver on social services. That's the affordability, that's the root of this. It's not because anybody's, you know, not looking under the couch cushions for extra change. That's been done. Is that a decision was made to download social services to municipal governments, and then the knees were cut out because the money didn't flow. In fact, since then, cost-shared programs are actually, we're providing a bigger share at the municipal level. So this isn't a Toronto problem, I'm sorry, but this is a Caledon problem, which just said it had a $500 million deferred capital and urgent needs. This is an everywhere problem in Ontario. We have special issues here. The TTC is the only transit system in North America that doesn't receive a penny of operational funding from any senior order of government. These are the problems that we're facing. We can't have safe streets and robust economy and a robust local economy if we're cutting in this way, because that's what this proposal is about. Penny wise and pound foolish. And I gotta say that when we entertain this notion of reviewing and mistrusting the budget process that happens every year and the review that every division is doing constantly to reduce costs, we are handing the provincial and the federal government the weapon that they need to turn around and say, oh, you haven't done your job. No, we have done our job. And now it's time for them to do their job. We can't on one hand say, oh, we need more money to support shelters and refugees, and then say that, oh, we're not actually stewarding the finances of the city appropriately. I care more about affordability than almost anything. But the people that I have in mind need the services that we provide and the infrastructure that the city provides. And the way that we get there is through responsible stewardship of the city finances. We're talking about making changes around procurement. We're talking about ending corporate subsidies. We're talking about the sales tax piece, which grows with the economy. This city is doing everything it can to do the right thing, and we need to stand by this report and not entertain any notions that we have to be cutting here and there to get to where we need to go.
Thank